Fort William, one of the most majestic castles in Ireland, has suddenly become the epicenter of a scandal capable of reshaping the history of the British royal family. This historic estate, hiding countless secrets within its walls, has become a subject of fascination not only among architectural enthusiasts, but also within the elite circles of Europe. At first glance, this castle might seem like just another architectural monument put up for sale. However, behind its massive walls lie legends that continue to intrigue researchers and mystics alike. Every detail of the castle seems to speak in the language of the past, while its meticulously manicured gardens, surrounded by greenery, have become a dream destination for those seeking solitude and harmony with nature. Meanwhile, rumours about the new owner are fueling curiosity. Who is this mysterious figure prepared to acquire such a unique place? Some believe the castle will become a private retreat for one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. Others are convinced it has been earmarked for the use of aristocracy. The shroud of mystery only intensifies the excitement surrounding Fort William. What makes this castle so special? How could its sale spark international attention? Stay with us to uncover all the details of this story and find out who will become the new owner of this extraordinary cultural monument. Fort William is more than just a castle. It is a symbol of an era, a monument to grandeur, and a witness to dramatic events. Built in the mid-18th century by the O'Reilly family, it became not only their ancestral home, but also a political hub of Ireland. Within its walls, the fate of regions was decided, secret negotiations took place, and grand celebrations were held. Imagine carriages rolling across the castle's grounds while its halls hosted crucial discussions that shaped the future. However, a financial collapse at the end of the 18th century forced the family to part ways with this magnificent home. But the castle's story didn't end there. Each new owner left their mark. One added secret tunnels that became the stuff of local legend. Another created an extraordinary garden, now a beloved local attraction. Rumours abound of untold treasures hidden in these tunnels, yet no one has ever managed to uncover them. The legends live on. It is said that one of the castle's rooms still contains remnants of secret meetings, antique tables, inkwells, and candles used by those in attendance. Yet, the castle continued its journey through history, witnessing the transformations of different eras. When the O'Reilly family left the castle, it did not fade into obscurity. In the 19th century, one of its owners envisioned turning it into a luxurious hotel for the global elite. The idea captured the imagination of aristocrats, breathing new life into the castle. Today, Fort William stands as a symbol of grandeur and a living memory of bygone ages. However, not everything was as idyllic as it seemed. The stunning architecture and breathtaking landscapes drew many visitors, but the financial side of the project left much to be desired. The income generated by tourists was a mere drop in the ocean compared to the astronomical costs of maintaining the castle. After just a few years, the project collapsed, leaving the owners teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. Fort William changed hands once again, but even the next attempt to turn it into a profitable venture ended in failure. By the early 20th century, the once magnificent castle had become a shadow of its former self. Its grand halls stood empty, walls crumbled, and the elegant gardens turned into overgrown wilderness. But this wasn't the end of Fort William's story. In the middle of the century, a passionate group of restorers took on the monumental task of bringing the castle back to life. 10 years of meticulous work transformed the ruins into a vibrant masterpiece. The castle regained its former splendour, and the gardens flourished once more. Today, Fort William stands proudly as a jewel of Ireland. This castle seems to have stepped out of the pages of a historical novel, preserving the spirit of bygone eras. Yet its future remains uncertain. Who will become its new owner? What secrets and challenges lie ahead? The castle now looks as if time has turned back. Its reinforced walls, blooming gardens, and restored interiors reminiscent of 18th century elegance attract historians and lovers of beauty alike. But behind this splendour lies a tale of struggle. The McCallan family, who currently own the castle, began its restoration in the early 2000s. They poured immense time, effort, and resources into returning Fort William to its former glory. By 2015, the restoration was complete, and the castle became an architectural masterpiece. However, maintaining such grandeur has proven to be a Herculean task. The upkeep costs of the castle reached tens of thousands of euros annually. Garden care, heating, and restoration of historical details require enormous resources. The family's farming business simply cannot sustain such expenses. The decision to put the castle up for sale was heartbreaking for the McCallans. For them, Fort William is not just a property but a part of their lives, their pride. Yet financial realities forced them to seek a new owner, someone ready to take on this formidable responsibility. What lies ahead for Fort William? This extraordinary castle could either become a private haven for the elite or a thriving tourist attraction. Its luxurious interiors, steeped in history, and gardens inspired by the finest English traditions create a unique atmosphere that leaves no one indifferent. Maintaining this beauty is no easy feat. A castle like Fort William requires constant care and attention. It's not just a building, it's a historical treasure that needs a dedicated team or an owner willing to invest time, money, and passion into its preservation. Many experts believe this site could become a remarkable museum or a luxury hotel. Yet, the main question remains, will there be someone ready to take on this responsibility? Currently, Fort William is listed for sale with an initial price of €2 million. This amount may seem significant, but for those who understand the true value of such properties, it's entirely justified. After all, it's not merely real estate, it's a heritage piece that carries the spirit of the past. What lies ahead for the castle? The answer is still unclear, but one thing is certain. The next owner will inherit not only the building, but also the duty to preserve its unique history. In the next part, we'll discuss those already interested in purchasing and explore potential scenarios for its future. The news of Fort William's sale spread like wildfire, and the castle once again became the centre of attention. Collectors, entrepreneurs, investors, and even local authorities are eager to compete for the opportunity to own this treasure. Each of them has a unique vision for the estate's future. Private collectors see the castle not just as a home, but as a symbol of status. For them, Fort William is a space where they can host intimate gatherings or grand receptions. Imagine the majestic halls steeped in history and the manicured gardens providing an atmosphere of complete serenity. Meanwhile, large companies view Fort William as a business opportunity. It could be transformed into a premium resort with high-class suites, fine dining, and leisure facilities. Tourists, whose numbers are growing every year, are willing to pay for unique experiences, and the castle is perfectly suited for such ambitious plans. But the intrigue is only beginning. Who will become the owner of Fort William? Stay tuned to discover how events unfold around this extraordinary place. Preserving such a unique historical gem as Fort William Castle is not just a challenge. It is a monumental task requiring immense effort. This castle is a true monument to time, whose architecture and atmosphere transport us to a past filled with mysteries and legends. Caring for such an object demands not only financial investment, but also a deep love of history and a willingness to dedicate oneself to preserving its uniqueness. Experts believe Fort William is ideally suited for transformation into a world-class museum or a luxurious hotel, which could become a symbol of elegance and Ireland's rich culture. Yet, despite the allure of these ideas, the main question remains: who will take on this tremendous responsibility? Today, Fort William is listed for sale at an initial price of €2 million. This amount might seem significant, but for those who understand the true value of such properties, it is entirely justified. After all, this is not just an ancient building, but a vital part of cultural heritage that connects the past and present while preserving the spirit of time. What does the future hold for this magnificent castle? While its fate remains unknown, one thing is clear. The new owner will not just acquire the property, but also the duty to safeguard its history. News of Fort William's sale spread rapidly, sparking immense interest among collectors, entrepreneurs, international investors, and even local authorities. Each sees something unique in this place and envisions a different future for it. For private collectors, this castle represents more than just a home. It is a symbol of luxury and exclusivity. They dream of transforming it into a personal retreat where they can spend evenings with loved ones, enjoying nature's beauty and seclusion. Imagine majestic halls perfect for elegant receptions or manicured gardens where every stroll becomes a true delight. On the other hand, large companies view Fort William as a potential business project. Turning the castle into a luxury resort could offer tourists worldwide a one-of-a-kind experience. Spacious rooms could be adapted into opulent hotel suites, while the surrounding nature would attract those seeking tranquility and comfort. With Ireland's growing popularity among travellers, welcoming millions of guests annually, Fort William could become a crown jewel in the country's tourism industry. Local authorities have their own ambitions for the castle. For them, it represents a chance to establish a museum that would serve as an educational and cultural hub. Such a project would not only preserve historical heritage, but also attract tourists, enriching the cultural landscape of the region. However, bringing this idea to life would require massive investments and meticulous planning, posing a significant challenge even for state institutions. The intrigue surrounding Fort William only intensifies. Who will become its new owner? Will it be a private collector, a major corporation, or the government? One thing is certain. Whoever takes on this mission will change the castle's fate and leave their mark on its rich history. Stay tuned to discover every detail of this captivating story. For Harry, Ireland is not just a country with a rich history. It's an opportunity to prove that he remains connected to his roots and family despite his differences with the Crown. Fort William Castle could become a symbol where his ambitions and family traditions converge, a place where the past and future find common ground. Why a castle? The answer is simple: seclusion. After moving to California and being constantly in the media spotlight, Harry and Meghan need a quiet retreat for their family. Fort William, with its grand halls and picturesque Irish fields, could be their ideal sanctuary. Imagine warm evenings by the fireplace, walks in the garden, and raising their children away from the hustle and prying eyes of paparazzi. It's the perfect setting for a new chapter in their lives. Meghan, known for her dedication to charity work, would also find a purpose for the castle in her mission. Charity dinners, meetings with world leaders in an atmosphere of historical grandeur. All of this could highlight their commitment to blending tradition and modern values. The castle would become not just a home, but a hub for new ideas and initiatives. Harry's purchase would undoubtedly spark a media frenzy. The press would amplify the story, and the castle would capture the world's attention. But what if both William and Harry expressed interest in acquiring Fort William? Would this lead to a new conflict, or could it serve as a unique opportunity for reconciliation between the brothers? Fort William is more than just an old building. Its walls hold memories of grand events, political alliances, and family dramas. Today, it stands on the brink of change once again, and its fate captivates not only Ireland, but the world. What does the future hold for the castle? Could it become a luxurious hotel, attracting tourists from around the globe? A museum telling Ireland's story through its walls? Or perhaps it will remain in the hands of a private collector who preserves it in its original state. The idea that Fort William might become part of the British royal family is particularly intriguing. For William, it's an opportunity to demonstrate his respect for historical sites, while for Harry, it's a chance to create something new while staying true to his roots. But which of them will take the step? What legacy will the new owner leave in the castle's history? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to follow this captivating story as it unfolds.